Hi everyone, here is Young Lee. I'm going to make another tutorial video about eyes, and this time I'll make one big eye. Let's get to start. Even though we are not drawing the eyeball, we always have to think about this to make it logical and anatomically correct. That's the reason why I'm going to start with eyeball. So for example, there is an eye looking up left. So the eyeball could be something like this. It's just like a ball. If the iris would be in the middle here, it means this eye look straight front. But in my case, I want to make an eye which is looking up and left. So the iris could be positioned like this. This would be the iris. Maybe a little bit too big, so we can make it a bit small. Because I think it's important that making there is eye socket, and eyeball is inside of the socket, and there are some muscles that hold the eyeball, the side part and underneath and the upper part as well. And this eyeball is turning left and up, and on the eyeball we have the skin, which is the eyelid. And these eyelids from upper and under, they have like opening. They are not closed. Otherwise, you can't open the eyes. So the opening of the eyes is actually not big. The size of the opening, the eye is not big. People think the eyes are very big. They draw eyes much bigger than it should be because there are leads and lines, and because it has a kind of a round volume, it makes also shadows. So all of these, they give us the feeling that the eyes must be big, but actually the real opening of the eyes is not big. So in this case, it's looking up. It will be covered from this part because the movement of the eye, so it's going up. The opening stays more or less the same, but the iris is going up. So this must be the eyelid. And mostly the upper eyelid is overlapping onto the lower eyelid. So you will see the skin is overlapping here, and also here. Here is more open. Here is some more open than here because there is also kind of part inside of here is small bag that produce the tear when we want to cry or when we have some hurt in eyes. Then the tear is coming out to protect the eye. And the skin has its thickness. And this upper lid of the eye has usually a line. So it's going to be moving. Underlid also move toward upper direction, but mostly this skin is more flexible than the underlid. So upper lid would come down to close the eyes. So here is more skin than underlid. So usually it's also a bit layered over under eyelid. So inside is the pink skin. So there is the eye membrane, which is actually important for us to draw the eye more realistic. And this here is the thickness of the skin. And I will remove under drawing, which was actually for the eyeball. So this skin covers slightly the upper part of the iris. So always if some object is getting sunlight, it always produce a shadow. This is the shadow of the lid, upper eyelid. And it usually comes with, and this part of the eyeball will be also dark because it make a ball, a round ball. And inside of the iris, you will have a very beautiful pattern which can be described as a universe, but usually with some highlight that is somewhere in iris. In this case, on the pupil is this highlight. And it depends the color of the iris, but mostly the ring of the iris is darker than inside. So, and from the eyebrow bone, here is the eyebrow, and the bone make usually shadow and a bit curvy volume, so there will be a bit shadow. Because it's a little bit wet, the membrane, so you will usually see some highlights there too. So like the eyebrow, there will be also lashes, and eyelashes are eyelashes. They are coming not inside of the skin but outside. It means on this line is usually where the lashes are coming. And to make the eyelashes not very artificial or like a doll-like eyelashes, important is you have to make it not regularly, not regular distance and not the same length and thickness. In this case, I would start with the main lashes, like here, one or maybe some together. And they are coming also lower and go up. You will see the curve. And from here, I also see which is coming up. So you can, in this big size of the drawing, sometimes you have to press a bit more where the root is starting. So it's kind of maybe here is better to see because it's shortened. Actually, it's long here as well, like here, but the perspective make lashes shorten. But here, like and also under lash comes like this. Yes. This was another tutorial for eyes. Thank you for watching, and I will see you with another video.